Zip it. Zipple.
Good evening, Pittsburgh sports fans, and welcome to the Pittsburgh Sports Desk. Joining me are my co-hosts, Ed, Tracy, and Mac. What's going on tonight, gentlemen? How we doing?
Doing well, sir. Thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Hi, Ed.
Awesome.
Trace?
Hi, Doc.
Doc?
Hi,
Doc.
William.
Hey. So, guys, I guess, it's like the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, but it's a different type of news that we got this week with the Rodgers saga. He is finally signed, and I think we'll start off with that. $25 million through incentives. The ability to earn up to $25 million, a $22 million guaranteed. So basically, it's saying, hey, if you produce, and you're going to be able to earn $25 million. So it's a base salary of $22 million, maximum value up to $25 million with incentives. Includes $625,000 bonuses for winning the wild card divisional AFC championship, and Super Bowl games requires playing 75% of regular season snaps. What do you guys think? I mean, is this? Were you shocked by the time frame? Were you not shocked? What? Let's hear you.
No. Trace, go.
Anyone? I'll
Well,
jump.
he went from being in Jagoff status to okay, he's leading us now, overnight, right? So let's start with that. But
Yeah.
I'm not excited about how much money they had to pay him to just bring him back. I just felt like he was trying to do something different with everything else. But if they can still go forward with where they're at with the cap, great. But we'll see. What do you think, Mac?
Well, I think we got what we expected. We got him to sign. I had my doubts there in the last couple of weeks. I don't have any doubt that he's better than what we had on the roster, but I'll just say it point blank. I'm not as excited about it as I was last year, and I'm quite disappointed that we spent at least $5 to $6 million more than we should have. $22 million guaranteed.
That's a lot of money.
I was hoping that we were staying down in the 15, 16 mil guaranteed, and I just think we're way over the top on this in terms of money alone. I know we're better than we were, but we spent again another $5 or $6 million more than we should have. That's just period. And that's what happens when you paint yourself into the corner. Ed, I know you're going to agree with me, and you can bang the drum and echo this to the clouds.
No, I'm not going to necessarily bang the drum. I think the price was too high. I agree with you, X, especially when you're bidding against yourself. I think that was too high.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's 29th in the league, 6.7 air yards. Got rid of the ball 2.1 seconds. So Mac and I, the doctor, the PhD, and I sat briefly today. He's at 2-1. If he gets to 2-3 and comfortable, then you got something, right? Those extra 0.2 of a second are going to allow those routes to go further down the field. 6.7 air yards aren't going to get you anything. It's going to get you the exact same thing, status quo. Crappy lose in the first round if you make the playoffs, right? They have a first place schedule, but it's not too bad. But I mean, can he trust the line? Really, is what it boils down. If you can trust the line, look. Here are the facts about Aaron Rodgers. God came down and touched his arm. Everybody. You talked to Michael Pittman. He said it today on the radio as I was listening to Mike Floria. He said the ball just comes out different. The ball, it's always there where it's supposed to be. It gets on you much faster than he was used to. So obviously he still has a golden arm. He's got from the shoulders up. He may be wacky, but he is still bright. As far as football IQ, it just for me, if I were a Steeler fan, I'm looking at 2.1 seconds. If I get to 2.3 seconds, you might have a chance of winning a playoff game, right? Because that's going to allow those routes to develop. It all hinges on the line. The defense is what it is. It's going to be average. You haven't had a good defense in probably 5-6 years. Your offense has been crap for 10 years. But if he's able to get to those two extra, tenths of a second, I'm telling you, you're going to have a chance to probably win a playoff game. And, once you're in the dance and when the judge comes over and taps you and you have to get out, if you don't get tapped, you get to keep going. So we'll see. I mean, it all depends on the line for what I would see as a Steeler fan.
Our buddy Vegas TJG is better coaching, better system, better weapons, better O-line, and a better D should all equate to a better season. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's. I think he's definitely surrounded with more weapons, and there's a. And I'm going to emphasize this: he's with his former coach, and he's a offense first driven coach, which I think is going to be a big thing. I think it's going to be a big thing. I think there's going to be a lot more of. I think the offense is going to run more fluid. I think I really believe that. I just didn't think that Tomlin and Arthur Smith. I just didn't think they did any justice for Aaron Rodgers last year. Not that he needs. He's pretty much can call his own plays and do his own thing. But I just thought there was just a lot of vanilla in that offense last year. I hope that it's going to be more dynamic this year. But yeah, you're right. I mean, 42 going to be 43-year-old quarterback come the end of the season, December to be exact, turns 43. This is a very, to me, I was trying to think of a word today. What's best describes this situation? And the only word that really popped to my mind is fragile. It's a very fragile situation because here's the deal. Fragile. It must be Italian.
French.
But this is we have an O-line that's you've got some you got some returning guys, you got some new guys. I'd like to think the O-line's better, but that's really, to me, is going to be the deciding factor. Can they keep him upright? And I mean, like with a 42-year-old quarterback, I know, we're all on the other side of 40. Like everything breaks down, right? Everything's brittle. It just, and that's the biggest worry I have. We spent all this money, and one good hit, and that guy might be, done for the year. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to jinx them, but it's just a situation that's very fragile. It's very fragile, and Mac, I think you were very eloquent in the way you put it. You said they painted themselves in the corner, and I couldn't agree more. They did. They painted themselves in the corner. They really wanted this, and they've got it. Now I just I hope that he can stay upright. I hope that he can stay protected. He's going to have to. I agree with that. He's going to have to get rid of the ball fast. And but I think it's a better system. I agree with Vegas. It's coaching. It's a better system. He's got better weapons. I'm hoping it's a better O-line. We'll see what happens with the O-line. And OTAs don't really say, don't really give you any type of litmus test when it comes to the O-line. I mean, they're blocking air for the love of God. So. I think like in position wise, maybe like, some things, to look at, but that's about it. All right, let's talk. So I think at this point in time, it's very unlikely they keep 4 quarterbacks. It could happen. Some teams do, in the league. Very, very few do though. I mean, the Cleveland Browns do. We know that, but, What do you guys think? Who do you think's the likely guy out? I'm kind of torn on this. I don't know. I think it's going to either become between Will Howard or Mason Rudolph, and I'm kind of at this point in time leaning a little more towards Mason Rudolph because I really think that McCarthy thinks that he can develop these two, Will Howard and Drew Aller. Let's say you, Mac, start us off, buddy.
All right, awesome. I was hoping because I've been itching at this one. So
okay.
I'll tell you this right now. You got a Hall of Fame guy you just signed for $25 million, right? Yeah. Obviously, he's trenched in, okay?
Right.
The guy right behind him, there's no question, no doubt who has the most talent and who can run this football team if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. That's Mason Rudolph. There's no doubt about that. He could come right in and quarterback 2 or 3 or 4 games even and probably win 2 of them. There's no doubt about that. You can't get rid of Mason Rudolph. This guy is 43. The last time McCarthy coached him was in 2018. That's 8 years ago, coming in almost a decade ago, right? So next, you got to look at 2 guys. And if you look top to bottom, who is the least talented guy you got on this roster? It's Will Howard. There's no doubt about it. And you just jumped out and picked Drew. He's staying. He's the brand new guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy that got all the talent. You got 2 third-round guys and a Hall of Famer on your team and a guy that was picked in the 6th round. Okay? Mm-hmm. You get rid of Will Howard. It's over. See ya. Bye.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you guys. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, on one, Howard is widely predicted to be the odd man out, or at least, relegated to the practice squad. Because he's not appeared in an NFL regular season NFL game yet. He's not even taken a freaking snap in the preseason. I think just judging by the win now mentality of the Rooney regime that we have now, I would think that they would keep Mason Rudolph for that very reason, because they're not interested in if he goes down, putting a guy in there that maybe who knows, at that point in time maybe we'll have some preseason games underneath him. Well, he for sure will, and maybe I don't know, maybe, I'm kind of leaning with you on that. I mean, I don't know. I've heard both sides of it. I've heard people saying Mason's going to be the odd man out. I've heard people saying Will Howard's going to be the odd man out. Tracy.
I think I like Mac's assessment just because of the rounds, the pedigrees, and everything else. I really think Mason Rudolph has to stay because he's the one that's proven for sure. And Allard definitely, I think, has more talent than the other guys. So I like Howard, but he's going to end up being on the practice squad, and I'm not even sure we got to protect him when he's there.
And here's the other thing, too. I mean, Mason's been in the league 10 years. I mean, and I agree. I mean, hey, when Rodgers went down in that Cincinnati game, if you guys remember last year, he didn't play the second half. Mason stepped right in there and won that game. He didn't do too bad in Chicago the following week. I mean, he put up decent numbers. He wasn't the reason they lost that game in Chicago. So, Ed, go ahead.
I think it's pretty easy. And first of all, everyone's forgetting the injury factor, right? So they could be really, if Bill, you talked about it. If he gets hit, goes down, and God forbid his other Achilles blows because he was, relying on the other one for a while, they're really, really, really screwhead. So I think the obvious choice is to put Mason Rudolph in at number 2. Have your emergency quarterback be the number 3 overall pick, even though he didn't win a national championship and he choked in big games. And then you're going to put Will Howard on the practice squad. And Tracy's assessment is accurate. I don't think you need to protect him on the practice squad. But it all comes down to injuries. They don't have to make that decision until after the final preseason game. Or somebody best in preseason, and now they have an opportunity to pick up a draft pick. Then I think they do move Mason Rudolph.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. That was Vegas chimes in. I'm still shocked someone at Ohio State hired Smith to be their OC. Me too. Never would have in a million years would I thought that Arthur Smith would go to Ohio State to be their OC. Never in a million years.
Nope.
Just couldn't understand just why they would do that. So, I agree. You're going to see in this preseason that there's going to be a lot of teams are going to need a quarterback, and somebody may come to the Steelers and say, "Hey, we'll give you picks for Mason, or we'll give you this for he could be absolutely could be trade bait." If you elect to move on, you'd save $3 million against the salary cap. But if you commit to that, you're going to rely on young, inexperienced tandem to back Aaron Rodgers up. And I just think that's you're banking heavily on Rodgers that he's going to be healthy and he's going to be able to play the bulk of the games. I just don't know. That's not a safe bet, in my opinion.
That's not a bet that's worth taking. That's a dumb bet.
No.
They have to keep him. Mason's almost indispensable. I mean, you can't get rid of the guy. You have to keep him. This kid's 43.
Right.
Dare I say kid? Huh.
Bruce is chiming in. Do you feel Skeens will stay with the Pirates? We'll talk about that, Bruce. We'll be moving on here second for the Pirates here. We'll talk about that. I just think that you're really, if you commit to young, inexperienced backup tandem like Allar and Howard, I just think that's not a good recipe. That's not a good insurance plan.
I mean, if Rodgers goes down, that's what you're going to have.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and I just think at this point in time, if I'm McCarthy, and I'm just like, hey, we need Mason. We need him. He needs to stay. And I don't know. You don't read too much into things, but they were out having ice cream the other day, him and Aaron Rodgers. So I don't know whether that's
I couldn't tell. I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah, so was Biden and Kamala. Where'd that get you?
Yeah, very true. I mean, unfortunately, I think I tell you, the worst thing that happened to Will Howard was that injury last year. I mean, that derailed his career really. I mean, it really derailed his career.
You might even be underestimating that, Bill. That might have ended his career.
Correct. I mean, I just just think if he would have not gotten injured, what you would have had a good look on him, a good read on him, and it would have changed. It could have changed the trajectory of this franchise. Even who knows? They might not have taken Allar. Who knows? Or they may have taken Allar. Maybe he didn't live up to expectations. But you never know.
And I think that's a clear cut hint. They did take Allar. Okay. Yeah. They took Allar for a reason. The reason they took him, they didn't believe in Howard.
Right, and you didn't get enough. You didn't get an in-game assessment of him either because he was hurt all preseason.
I don't think they care to even find out. They took Allar because they didn't really care.
Yeah. Daniel's chiming in. What's good, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, Daniel. Yeah. I mean. I got to think that Howard's going to be the guy that more than likely will be the odd man out. And if he gets on the practice squad, then so be it. All right, OTAs. Not a lot to talk about with OTAs. I mean, there was obviously we had the Rodgers thing. He showed up, signed the deal on Monday, and I guess Max Ahanachor hit the field, and he was in the blocking sets a little bit today, and I don't know. There's not a lot that's come of that. How about you guys? Have you heard anything about the OTAs or anything that because I really have not.
You mean for the O-line itself?
No, just OTAs in general. Any news you've heard? Yeah, not
a whole lot.
Samuel Dean, clowns to the left of the screen, jokers to right. Here I am trying to get sacks. That's funny.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Weird that the last game in Old Nissan will be Aaron Rodgers' last game. Yeah. Because he did say he's done this. He said this is the last ride. So.
He said that last year too, boys.
He said that last year too. I know.
It was a statement that was mentioned last year. Yeah. Years past.
So, all right, let's talk O-line.
Well, you didn't ask me if I heard anything about it.
Okay, go ahead, Ed. Well, I said, did you guys hear anything about it? Nobody said anything.
Yeah, Ray Fittipaldo commented that the second quarterback in the OTAs was Will Howard. And he's got a little video of Will Howard throwing passes as the second quarterback in after Aaron. So don't think that means anything. Maybe it does. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it means it's right where we think he is, and they're doing an assessment to see if they want to save him or protect him.
Assessment's done, boys. He's gone.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I think his worst the worst thing to happen to him is that injury last year. That just, like you said, Mac, that may have ended his career. It definitely derailed his career. And he's playing catch up right now. He's playing catch up right now.
He is. I like him. I root for him, but I don't think he has a shot at. And I don't think there's any possible way you can keep him. I just don't.
It doesn't mean he won't do well somewhere else.
No, I didn't say that at all. I agree with you, Trace. I just don't think that I don't see any reason to keep 4 guys in the roster. I just don't. Now, like Ed said, we'll see here if someone gets hurt, this will change this whole entire process. But
very true.
Absolutely.
So with that line, then I actually think Khan will end up being on the left here, and a Hanacourt. Anchor's going to be on the right, I think. When it's all said and done, I'm not sure your boy Dunker is going to be left guard. I think is it Duvall coming from the Cowboys? I think he's going to start, and then I think Dunker might come in after that. But then, does that make sense? And why you
talking about Hoffman?
Hoffman, thank you. That's the name I was trying to say. Jeez, man.
David
Duvall.
Well, I mean, I've been hearing they're talking about them two possibly splitting time.
They might, because I think Dunker's going to end up having it. I think he's just one of those road graders who's going to fit real nice. And I actually think that McCormick is going to take a step forward and be just a dominant right side there. I think we're going to do all right.
Trace Fautano can't go to the left side.
Because of his knee? I don't know. I think they're going to move him over there.
Anchor knee's right. It doesn't matter. Anchor knee's is right, and that's his bad knee. I mean, suicide.
As of right now in the OTAs, you had left tackle was Troy Fautano. Left guard was Mason McCormick. Center was Zach Frazier. Right guard Spencer Anderson, and right tackle was Dylan Cook. So far in OTAs. Now,
what was Broderick doing?
I seen him cooking down south side.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. But they have been rotating the guys in. Hanacourt's been rotating in, and Dunker has been as well. But like I said, they're blocking air. Okay, they're in shorts and helmets. They're blocking air. Okay, anybody can block the air. So, I mean, it's.
I think honestly, there's 2 guys that got a job, and that's Fantano and Frazier. Those are the only 2 guys I think that are solid. Etched into the line, and I think a lot of the other ones are going to split time up. I really do.
Wouldn't you say though? Dylan Cook made a case for himself.
I mean, I think he's the front runner on that, but they're talking about this Max kid taking time off of him. I'm with you though. I think he deserves to start. Cook does.
Yeah. And Ed, you raise a good point, Ed. I agree. I don't think Fautano is gonna last. Left tackle with a knee trouble, you can't do that. I mean, you cannot do that. That's just not. That doesn't. Huh?
Not with your anchor leg. On the right side, his anchor's just left.
Right. So I'm kind of with you on that. He's had a history of knee trouble. And, I don't see how he's going to play left tackle. Does that mean Hanacourt's the guy? I mean, Trace, you said you think he starts, right?
I think he has potential to start. I do. I think he has the footwork and definitely has better hand punch than Jones did. So
Brojo was supposedly on the side doing individual work. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
he's playing pocket pool.
Yeah.
He's a total bust, like we said.
Well, he is. I mean, I think he is. I think he's a total bust, and not to mention he has a neck injury that has ended a lot of guys' careers.
Needs a backiotomy, right?
Yeah.
Why is he still sitting there, though? Why is he still sitting there?
Well, I mean, how long do we pay Deuce Staley?
What are they doing with him?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, he can't do anything yet because he's not medically cleared.
Right.
That's why he's on the side doing those individual.
I don't get it.
And I mean,
they're gonna have to get rid of him.
I mean, I guess we'll know.
Getting ready for the next team.
Yeah.
I guess we'll know as the summer progresses. But is there any way that maybe Dunker, I don't know, would beat out Spencer Anderson? I mean, is that going to be a competition?
Spencer Anderson stays in there anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think Hoffman might move into that slot.
I think Hoffman starts there, but remember, Spencer Anderson was doing that role of the extra tackle that come in and reported in, and then he would pull and hit things. Just imagine Dunker pulling with a head of steam and kicking out.
We did that a ton in Iowa. He did that in Iowa all the time. They had him do that all the time in Iowa, and he was effective with it.
330 pounds.
I've never seen an offensive lineman become the people's champion of Pittsburgh, but it's quite obvious that Mr. Dunker has got the fans all behind him.
I forget who assessed them. I forget who when he was at they said his assessment was he's a guy that is fast and he's always looking to hit somebody. He's always looking to and he's a pusher. He's not a holder. Like I said, the Iowa linemen are known for being fundamentally sound when it comes to blocking and not taking a lot of holding penalties.
He plays with enthusiasm. I'll give you that.
The gins or yins are.
That's it. It's hilarious.
He looks like Jim. What's his name? Hacksaw. Remember from wrestling?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yeah, he does.
Oh, you got it.
Again, people's champion.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, I listen. I think it's going to be great. We need to make it to camp this year. We need to make it to camp because I think really it's
there, man. We got to get credentials.
Yeah, I know, but we're working on it. No, I'm just saying. I really think that you've got a lot of. I mean, number one, you're going to have quarterback battles between the young guys, between Mason Rudolph. I mean, it's just going to be. You're going to have battles at O line. I mean, this O line there's a lot of talent there, but a lot of these positions are up for the taking. I mean, it's just who shows up at and shows out at training camp.
Crazy thing is they just don't have that much time. It's wild. They don't have that many practices. Back in the day, man, it would have been fantastic.
Oh, I know.
But
that's an NFL problem. I mean, that's an NFL problem.
Yeah.
That's an NFL problem, and they kind of refuse to address it. I can remember Tunch and Craig telling us, when we met with them, about their practices and how, it just, you could really get number one, I think that especially in the O-line, you were able to really gel with the guys because you had more practices. Yeah. You had, you just had a lot more time on the field with the guys. Now you just don't, and I'm kind of with you, Ed. I mean, I think that,
that's why when you have bust, it's so bad. Like since Broderick Jones is a bust,
right?
It's so bad.
Well, yeah, it almost unravels your squad. It almost unravels your yeah, totally agree. Totally agree with that.
It is reliant on several games to get the gelling of the offensive line, right? You got to get about 3 or 4 games in before all of a sudden they start working very well together. But then, like to your point, once you have one guy that changes out or one guy that doesn't make the cut,
all over again.
It takes you a long time to get that gel going, right? So now you're about another year and another year and another year, and the really good teams have O-lines that are 3, 4, 5 years deep, and all of a sudden it's like that quarterback has the extra 0.5 seconds to get that ball out, right?
So let me jump in. I hear you guys saying about you think it's an NFL problem, but it's only a problem to the people that's running the organization. Okay? Right. The NFL doesn't think this is a problem. They don't care about development.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to be dropping here to 2 preseason games.
Teams like the Chiefs and
they're going to be dropping to 2 preseason games soon and making more money on regular season. They don't care about players developing and all that. They care about asses in seats, and they're putting them there.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, teams like the Chiefs, teams like the Bills, teams like the Rams, they don't have issues, with this. I mean, they're able to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm just
Hall of Fame quarterbacks. That's a little different.
It is, but I mean, he has to have protection too. It doesn't matter if you're a Hall of Fame. Doesn't matter if you're the Lord Jesus Christ. You've got to have protection. I mean,
could you imagine if we had him taking it from center? Wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it would be awesome. Are you kidding me? He'd turn Gatorade into wine and get everybody drunk on the other team.
That's a very, very, very good point. Touche. But no, geez, lost my train of thought on that one. No.
You think about the Gatorade, aren't you?
Yeah. But no, like I mean, it is a problem though. I mean, I listen to the experts and they say that there's the lack of practicing. That's why you have such sloppy football in the first 3 weeks of regular season.
Really,
That's why you have so many injuries too.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, it's temperament. Yeah. It's temperament.
Plus, I mean, build up the calluses.
I mean, well, that's what temperament is. I mean, I can remember, I played high school football, and I can remember, that was one of the things. Like, hey, we hit hard in practice, we hit hard in camp. Then, when the real bullets are flying, it's you're able to take it. You're already temperament. The calluses are already there. So, you think Jesus had a high RAS score?
Maybe.
You saying Jesus Christ could have hit a fastball?
Yeah.
Blasphemy!
Yeah.
Jeez, Harris, let's not start a holy war.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's like I said, they should have
see what happens then.
We will see what happens. We will. All right, let's focus. Let's shift the focus to NFL news in general. Big topic this last week, guys, is the NFL international games. Expanding the NFL international games, aggressively expanding the global footprint. I mean, they've been doing this for a long time, but they've really ramped it up in recent years, and especially this year's. I mean, Goodell was on. I forget what he was on Sirius XM one day. One of these days last week he was on. I forget who he was on with, but said eventually they want to have 18 games total. Every team. No, hold on. Yeah, every team they want to play at least one international game every year.
16.
Yeah. So.
Hated it.
Well, they said actually 18. He wants to have 18, up to 18 at some point. But yeah, I mean that's what he said. I don't know. Maybe his math was jacked up. I don't know. But and then this whole overseas franchise is on the horizon. That's another thing too.
No.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about this? I mean, I don't know. Here's another thing. I kind of mixed emotions about it. It's I know there is a demand internationally for American football, and especially the NFL. I saw that firsthand when I went to Steelers Vikings in London and Wembley. I was, and that was years ago. That was in 2012. I can remember seeing, just being in London, 2 days prior to the game, and the amount of fans over there was just staggering. The amount of American football fans was just staggering. I mean, they love it. And we have our UK fans that listen to our show and and can't get enough of college and NFL. So I understand there's money to be made in it, and I understand there's a big international there's a big international hunger for American football. That goes for Brazil. That goes for Europe. That goes for, everywhere.
Down under.
Down under, yeah. I mean, there's
yeah.
No, we're looking.
I know his goal. His goal is to try to challenge the beautiful game. They're so far away from that. I mean, there's 4 billion fans for soccer. I mean, it's cool to go around the world, but I mean, it's not that type of game though. It's so grueling, right? I mean, it's tough to get your body back. Now you're talking about jumping time zones. If everyone's playing one, then when is everybody's bye week? So it's
not only that, Eddie, but it's a lot of stress on families already. Now that you got to have all that travel too, and they might want to go, and then the distractions that come into the games, then right? How focused are you on a game when you go to a really cool place?
Well, he said we're in the coming years we're going to have every team is going to play every season at least one international game. Here's the thing with that too. You got Steelers and Ravens over in I don't know, Germany. You're going to piss a lot of regular season ticket holders off.
Well, you can't protect them either. That was the other thing he said. You can't protect any games.
Right.
You used to allowed to protect 2, but now you're not allowed to protect any.
Right. And that's that's you're kind of alienating the season ticket holder base, and that's that's not good.
Well, so I mean, we could say what we want. I don't think it's going away. It's making money. I mean, they're going to pack. They're going to pack them. They got 9 games scheduled. They got 10 scheduled, projected for 27. I mean, it's going to continue to grow.
He doesn't give a flip about. He doesn't give a flip about the season ticket holders here. He's
no. Like, and again, that's what I mean. He cares about the dollar and the growth of the game.
Correct.
I mean, if it stays as a novelty, okay. If it stays as a novelty, I'm okay with it. But a franchise over there and making this thing part of the regular schedule any more than a game for each team is absolutely absurd.
Oh, I mean, it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. They said in the next 10 years, don't be surprised if there's not a whole international division. I mean, that's what they're saying.
I hear it.
Games would be used as the international games would be used as the cross-continent games. That's fine.
Right. And that's coming too. I believe that is definitely coming, because here's the thing. You're going to have this. This is going to be I mean, you got potential for this to be, when that happens, a $1 trillion league. I mean, period. I mean, that's not even a joke,
At that point, they need to have like a soul plane for like the whole offensive line and their families, right? Each team. Like they need to have so much more for these guys.
A soul plane, like the movie.
Yeah, like the Sean Wade Airlines,
Snoop Dogg, right? And
yeah. I know what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, okay. Just the way you said it, it's a soul plane.
Right.
I thought of that. Just thought of the movie.
All thought to your plane. Sorry, Mac.
Hey, just a little tidbit. Snoop's name on Soul Plane was Mac.
Yes, it was. That's right. It was. Vegas is chiming in. He says NFL owners see all the money. MLB and NBA are getting around the world, and they want their share. So, yeah, it's all about the money.
What the salaries in the NFL are now close to $10 trillion, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Redunculous. I agree.
So they're already $1 trillion league, which is more than pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
So what's the consensus? We don't like it.
I think if it's done in conjunction with a European,
I don't have a problem with it.
But it's got to mean something. Now it's just a novelty, like Mac was saying, which is fine. But I mean, if it's leading to a larger NFL where now it's 8 teams in Europe, right? And they something like that'd be very interesting. I mean, Germany can handle at least 3 by themselves, right?
Well, 3. Yeah. I mean, you had NFL Europe before,
and they still have their league. They still have their domestic league.
Yeah,
German football they're still playing.
Right.
They're playing there. They're playing in Spain, which I think could handle it. Obviously, London or England.
I think there's a Nordic team as well. There's a Nordic league. Yeah. So.
Yeah, the DOS.
So is London the front runner for a team? You would guess right about now.
Well, Jacksonville's always going to play 2 their year because Shad Khan is from London.
Well, I'm just saying that they have 3 games scheduled, so they are the front runner, right? They're the
probably. I would think it's a 5-hour trip from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I don't know how I mean, we've heard in recent years that franchise is a little unstable with I don't know, with fan base, with the stadium issues. There's been some and maybe that's by design, by the way. I don't know. So, but
the London Jags
or the Jacksonville Kings.
Or the London Monarchs.
Yeah, that's complicated. Unfortunately.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, I mean, let's look at some of the international games coming our way this year. We've got 9. We've got Melbourne, Australia. You got the Niners and the Rams. You got Rio de Janeiro. You got Brazil. You got Baltimore and you've got Dallas. London, you've got the Colts and the Commanders. You got the Eagles and the Jags. You got the Jags again against Houston. You got Paris. You got the Steelers and the Saints. Madrid, Spain. You got the Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. Munich, Germany. You got the Patriots and the Lions. Mexico City. You got the Vikings and the Niners. Here, let's talk about Paris here too. Also, we ought to look at the schedule. I know the schedule's out too. We could say that for next week. I don't know. We got time. We're at 40 minutes. But what do you guys think about this Paris-France matchup with the Steelers and the New
Florida
Orleans
League
Saints?
is home, Billy.
I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know how you guys feel, but Yinzers in Paris. I don't know if Yinzers in Dublin. Hey, Dublin's a shot in a beer type of town, right? I mean, I think they fit right in over there. Last year, they fit right in. Like I said, Dublin's I've been there, shot in a beer type of town. Been to Paris. I don't know. Yinzers in Paris, way different. Very snobbish over there, and
you can't see 3,800 dunkers running around.
Do you ever see the movie Euro Trip when they go over there and they're in the Manchester United bus and they're screaming at them on the "You're driving on the wrong side of the road." You
Excuse.
Yeah.
Excuse.
Yeah. But I mean,
that's part of the movie.
I mean, don't you agree with me? I mean, like I said, Dublin's a shot in a beer type town, and Paris is not.
By the way, how long does it take to get to Melbourne?
A long time.
A long time.
I mean, isn't that like a 15, 16-hour flight over that way?
I mean, me and my wife went to the Philippines to visit her family. It was 17 hours. So, I mean, and that's kind of in the same
that's
vicinity.
What I mean. You're talking London and Germany with just 5 to 7, 8 hours.
No.
We're talking double, I mean, that's Australia. You kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, Australia was, 31 hours. Germany was 16 hours one time. If you got up in the Poland area there, it may have hit 17 hours, depending on where you're at, right? Wasn't that what it was?
What are you talking about?
The flight time.
It's not fucking 16 hours to Poland.
No.
No,
Not
I
even
didn't say
close.
Poland was 16 hours. Germany was 16 hours, and it was almost 17.
No. Germany's about 8.
Yeah, Germany's 7 hours. We flew from We flew from New York. We flew from Dulles to Ramstein, and it was 7 hours. It was like 7 hours 8 minutes.
Somewhere else. Never mind.
Yeah, Trace, you were sleeping, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No, I mean round trip. Round trip.
You guys were in a commercial airliner too, weren't you?
What the hell were you flying?
Were you in a helicopter?
Never mind.
Were you in an airship?
Where were you in? Were you an Airwolf and they were the freaking tanker? Refueled you.
Logistics has it all. Did
you go by boat or something?
Remind everybody, sign up for logistics.
He was
with the Wright brothers.
Yeah, what the hell? Is that the first flight?
Hey, those of you
guys
that
have flight attendants?
Those of you that watch, those of you that were around in the '80s and remember Airwolf, he was with Stringfellow Hawk and Dominic Santini in freaking Airwolf. They were refueling over the Atlantic.
And don't forget the teams that are going to go play in Melbourne are from the left coast. So it's a 15-hour flight.
Exactly. I mean, you got the Rams and you got the Niners, which they'll be closer, right? They'll be closer, right? Absolutely.
Trace, you ain't no Maverick.
No,
that's for damn sure.
I wasn't doing the flying, Mac.
What the hell were you flying in?
It was slow, buddy. I guess it was long as hell.
That pilot took a wrong.
That Diggs Lakers. Come on.
That pilot took a wrong turn. He went to Manitoba, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? Shit, we're not over the Atlantic. This is Lake Huron. Hell, this isn't the Atlantic. This is Lake Huron. Whoops."
Big
Oh,
guy.
wow. Yeah, that was awesome. 16 hours to Germany. Holy
Wait a minute. We're only in Prescott.
I will show you that log.
What the hell are you flying?
I just can't remember where I flew from then. That's my problem. I don't remember where I started from.
They drug you. Are you being?
I know. All I know is it took forever, man.
I mean, it was like 7 hours and 10 minutes, I think, from Dulles to Ramstein
Yeah, it's not bad.
when
at
we
all.
flew. I mean, it wasn't bad at all.
Flew direct from Dulles to Moscow in 11 hours.
Yeah.
So I
I mean,
know.
I remember waking up and they're like, "Oh yeah, we only got like 45 minutes left." I'm like, "Wow,
I
okay."
never went overseas from Dallas, so.
Well, I take that back. It was BWI. I take that back. We were in BWI. So.
All right.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, that's a full slate of international games. And I can't imagine that them doubling that. I mean, that's just but we're very close to that happening. So, all right, let's switch gears here. Let's talk a little Pirates. I don't even know what they're doing. Tracy, you
1-0, top of the fourth, 2 on, 2 out.
Right.
Okay. I tell you what, guys. They're in a free fall. They're in an absolute free fall at this point in time. I don't know. I mean, I think that they've got a lot of issues on this team. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm starting to lose my faith in Donnie Kelly. I don't know if you guys
2-0.
I don't know that if you guys are with me on that, but I'm starting to lose my faith in Donnie Kelly. I'm going to tell you some things, like last night. Why did you take Mitch Keller out at that point in the game? Yeah,
This is early in the season. You don't want to burn up your arms.
Yeah.
But the problem is they don't have the bullpen to follow his way of thinking.
Well, that's the problem. That's my point.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a solidified bullpen that is able to get the job done. And they've been terrible this year. They've been terrible this year.
They've been more than terrible this year.
I mean, Soto last Friday.
10 blown saves.
Right.
10.
Yeah, they have 12 of them. They're tied for the league lead in blown saves. Period. They have 12 of them.
Ridiculous.
I mean,
Santana and Soto are both having meltdowns too, repeatedly.
Yeah, Soto. I mean, that was terrible Friday. They should have won that game. That was all. I mean, that was him. That was on him. That was a complete meltdown. I just don't know. Vegas says disgusting. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't know. There was a lot of hopes. I'm not saying, I mean, it's still a long season, but I look at Donnie Kelly. I think he's kind of over managing. He's relying a lot on analytics, and I know a lot of these managers do that. They rely a lot on analytics instead of how the game feels. Let the game speak to you. They don't really do that anymore. They rely on analytics, and there's an over-reliance on analytics. Questionable bullpen substitutions, I think, with him. I think there's just, I don't know. The bullpen has been terrible, and the way it's been deployed has been has been terrible as well. I think aggressive platooning too. The way he's frequent changes, to the daily batting order. I understand you kind of want to get, a feel for what you got, but I mean, my God, it's the end of May. Like you should know.
I think that is injury driven too, right? Ryan O'Hearn's injured, right?
Yeah, I mean it's of course.
That's a massive gap in the people we're relying on to knock batters in.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, it's just been kind of. Don't forget Andrew Ferguson's shot. Don't forget the bagel. Jesus. Don't forget the bagels tomorrow, guys. All right, that's Don't forget the bagels tomorrow. So, all right. You remember them damn bagels tomorrow, okay? I'll be checking.
Rule number one.
Damn, Ferg.
Don't talk about Bagel Club. That's
right.
Rule number one. Yeah. So there you go. The cat's out of the bag.
Also, Billy Ozuna, he's hitting 179 right now.
He's terrible.
Right? 139 with runners in scoring position, right?
That's good.
He's got
contributing
awful.
to that. our catchers, Davis and Bart, they're both under 165 right now, right?
Davis is at 141. That is atrocious.
Ridiculous.
That is atrocious. I mean, here's the thing. His saving grace is Skeens loves him as a catcher. He feels comfortable with, and no doubt he has defensive prowess. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Henry Davis. But as I always say, guys, it's juice worth the squeeze. 141. I mean, catchers don't really hit too good as it is, but my God, for the love of God, they hit better than 141. I mean, that is just.
Yeah, I agree. And they're
that is terrible.
24-24 right now. The 5 games back. We'll see. But I mean, as far as Paul Skeens go, right? We had this question last week: is he the best ever to get us started? And then the question this week is, will he stay with the Pirates? I don't think he's going to be able to stay with the Pirates. I think he's up there with some of the best. So, Billy, here's a couple talking points, right? I got 3 names for us. Ready? Doc Gooden, right? In the 84 and 85 seasons, he had a 2.0 ERA, 494 innings pitched, 544 Ks with 1 WHIP. Vida Blue had a 1.95 ERA in 70-71. Tom Seaver had a 2.45 ERA in 67-68. And Skeens is sitting at 1.96. I mean, if he can keep it up, he's up on the top of some of these really
Vida Blue once took a plane from Baltimore to DC, and it took 7 hours.
Oh, yeah? How long was his layovers and the extra stuff? I think that's what I remember. Did you see all that was in there? I think that's what – I remember it being the longest day ever, Eddie.
He had a layover in Phoenix.
And now that I think about
he had a layover at Sky Harbor in Phoenix.
I think we got stuck on the plane an extra 3 or 4 hours because we couldn't go anywhere.
Right. That led to the trip.
Yeah, see, I don't think he's staying with the Pirates. I don't think you're going to be able to keep him because he's a big company.
Yeah, and I mean,
and money. That's all.
Bruce Harper chiming in. Do you feel he chimed in earlier? Bruce, sorry, took us a little long to get to your question, but yeah, I mean, we talked about this last week. There's just no chance of that happening. I mean, the Pirates, like we said, that they would have to increase their payroll by $120 million. They would have to, easily. I mean, in order for that to happen, I mean, and that's not going to happen as long as nothing. I mean, he's cringing as it is with what he's got with the signings he did. I mean, I can tell you he's not happy, paying those guys. I mean, I can tell you he's probably like, guys, we can't be doing this. Can't be signing guys can't be signing bats to our roster, gentlemen. We don't, that's
don't
not
throw
how we
those
do
balls
things.
in the stands after you catch them.
That's right. And I think there's no question that Paul Skeens has probably authored one of the more dominant openings to a career in MLB history. And how are they going to pay him? They're not going to be able to.
They're not going to be able to.
Run the numbers and just tell them, nope, we're in the red, right?
Yeah,
maybe even the black at this.
Well, you figure
no
he's probably going to command $50 million a year, right?
Easily, probably more than that.
Well,
I would say probably.
Yeah,
by the time, well, I'm just saying, by the time he's up for probably more than that. I mean, probably $60 million. It would be the basement. I mean, at that point in time. Let me throw something by you guys. I don't know. I just kind of thought of this the other day. I was talking to somebody and we were talking about the bullpen, and I kind of like looked at everything and I kind of said, do you think maybe you got some overworked arms? Because these starters haven't pitched deep in the games this year. So do you think the bullpen's kind of been heavily taxed? I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but, they're frequently been shuffled to cover some innings here. And, that can heavily tax your bullpen. When you don't have starters pitching deep in the games, it's you got to rely on somebody to finish, and that's the bullpen. Do you think there's anything to that? I'm just throwing it out there. That's kind of my theory on this whole bullpen meltdown thing.
Yeah, I think obviously. You see when the starters come out, I mean, he's getting them out real quick. I mean, it's a balance. That's what a good manager does. If they're able to balance the bullpen and the starters.
In recent years, Mitch Keller has been an innings eater.
Yeah, and
he's not in it. That's why I thought he was going to be gone last year at the trade deadline, because a lot of teams need innings eaters, and it's just, Donnie Kelly has. I think he's pulled. Like last night, I thought he pulled him early. And even Mitch Keller was like, he had a look on his face like, what? I'm coming out now? Like, I just thought, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to say another thing, too. Errors have been high on this team. They've committed a lot of errors on this team when you look at it. I don't know the exact number, but I know they're up in the.
That's a good point, Bill. And I see them bring that up with the young buck with Griffin. He has 5 himself.
Right. Trace, I know you probably have those numbers there, but
I'll look them up for you.
Not
on errors.
I mean, errors have been. There's been a lot of them. I agree. Ed Cruz has been. I mean, he's done a lot of them. He's done some boneheaded. Stuff that little leaguers wouldn't even do, Yep. So,
yeah, you
just thought of something.
Connor Griffin's leading the team with 5 errors, by the way.
York with 2. There's no way O'Neal Cruz has 1 error. I think AI is a little doctored here. No, he has an error game, I think.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know. I was just thinking of this the other night. Do you guys remember when Ozuna played for the Braves?
Yes.
You remember when they stuck him in the outfield? And do you remember when I forget where he was playing? But do you remember he overplayed a fly ball and he jumped on the fence and he realized that it was short and he jumped off the fence and he went to run up to try to and he fell flat on his face?
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that. Yeah.
Yes.
I just thought of that. Yeah, I just thought of that the other night. So
actually, the Pirates only have 25 errors on the season.
25 total.
Yep.
Where does that rank?
It ranks as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, the 12th most.
I mean, that's still high.
Not as high as the Nationals, who are leading the MLB with 47 errors.
Wow. But I mean,
behind, yeah.
Errors. I mean, it what's that? It translates directly to unearned runs. Putting pressure on your pitchers. That's why you're not having guys pitch deep into games. Bam! Right there it is.
Cruz has 1 error, boys.
That's he had 3 in the first game.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
I think the worst part is I was arguing with Turd about him, and I thought that they should have probably sent him packing at the beginning of the season. And I think Turd was right that he might end up proving to be one of the better players on the team.
I mean, his bat's consistent. He's consistently,
Billy, not only is it consistent, but as you watch him, he will choke up. He will make his swing real compact sometimes. He will hit it the right field. He'll hit it the left field.
Yeah,
he's doing all the right stuff with the bat right now.
I agree. He's like a placement hitter. He's like Ichiro almost in some ways. Not to the extreme he was, but I'm going to give him props where I agree with you. Another thing too, lack of early leads. They've frequently fallen behind early, and they've had to chase games. Case in point, last night. I mean. You can't strand runners, and they're doing that too, So, I don't know, guys. I don't know what the answer is at this point in time, but they better. So, what's the score now?
2-0.
2-0.
2-0 who?
Us.
Bottom.
Okay.
Bottom of 4th, 1 out.
I mean, they got to get back on the schneid. I tell you what, you got swept 4 games to the Cardinals earlier, a couple weeks ago. You get swept by the Phillies. I mean, you got your ass kicked by the Phillies. Saturday they blank you 6-0 and do it again on Sunday. I was working that game Sunday, and there was a lot of boo birds out there.
Well, you got your ace, and he gives up 5. I mean,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough.
We have about 5 more weeks to talk about him before July.
I mean, you give up 5 runs in 5 innings. Come on.
And this is a tough stretch, Ed. I agree. You go to Toronto, where habitually they play bad.
Yeah. And then you come back home for the Cubs.
And then you come back home for the Cubs. This stretch right here is really going to be important. It's going to be important. I mean, like I said, they habitually have played when they have played in Toronto, have played bad up there, and you come right back home to the Cubs, which is a team that's pretty red hot right now. they've got their work cut out for them. There's no doubt about it. So, all right, gentlemen. Ed, Riverhounds.
Yeah, I looked. I don't think they play this weekend for some reason. It's a shortened schedule because most teams are at 9, and there's a host of teams that are only at 8 games played. So they're not on this weekend.
They're not. They play. The next games we're going to be covering at FNB Stadium against Miami on May 30th. Yeah. We should know. I mean, we cover the team, right? We write for the team, so we should definitely know.
Right, and also Miami's coming to town, and that's going to be without Messi because it's not the Inter Miami.
Right. It's
Messi,
the Miami of the USL.
They make Messi's or what?
They do. They make Messi.
Somebody do a Messi.
Hey, real quick, I know we talked about this, but how about that Cristo Fernandez making the El Paso locomotive? I mean, it's just
huge.
Yeah,
it's a wonder.
Yeah.
Well, he's an actor who's also a professional soccer player.
Oh yeah.
He was famous in the show Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Well,
and now
some are potters, some are tin makers.
What's your application?
All right, gentlemen. Any final thoughts?
No, we need to talk about being Jaguars.
Spartans, what is your occupation?
All right, I just want to throw it out there. I hope everybody has a good Memorial Day. Remember why we grill and why we do. All 4 of us are retired Army, and just remember the reason for those.
Do we have 100 years of service here?
I would say so. We've got a lot of we've got probably more than that.
Close to 100.
Yeah, more than that. But no, I mean, I just wanted to throw that out there. Remember why we do that. Remember the people that have fallen, and their ultimate sacrifice that they made, and just remember that. It's very important. I say this, that's to me, when I have this holiday, it's I think of the people I know that didn't come home, and I know you guys know a bunch as well. So let's just keep that in mind. So, but any other final thoughts, gentlemen? All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back next week. We got some stuff coming out too that we're going to be putting out. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be blasting that out on all of our channels. We got some big stuff coming up on the horizon. So look for that in the coming probably in the beginning of next week. So we'll be back next week, and everybody take care, and we'll talk to you soon.